Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to the Crypto Truth, where I give you the truth as I see it. Excuse the sweat. I just finished mowing the lawn. I was actually mowing the lawn and doing some other things. Well, at least mowing it while I was waiting, and then did some yard work while I was listening to the AMA. Because obviously, if you're mowing the lawn, you can't hear anything. But anyway, so my response is normal. I shouldn't say normal. It's actually better than normal. This was a typical AMA. They did a whole lot better with answering the questions. As far as new questions, or having certain questions answered, I was very surprised that they answered some of the questions. None of my questions. I've been asking questions for years, so only like maybe one of my none of my questions that I've answered, that I've asked, have been answered. But you know what? I'm just a cog in the system. Who cares? But anyway, they did answer some questions, very interesting. As far as, if you guys have watched my videos and have noticed what I said, anything dealing with hot and hollow fuel, there's nothing new there. I don't. If you listen to the hollow fuel AMAs a couple years back, and also have been paying attention to my videos, you have known all of the things that Dave stated. I have repeated those exact same things. So bad on you for not paying attention to my videos, or not. Sometimes it is painful to get through my videos because I do talk a lot and I do go in circles. But hey, I do give out good information, and a lot of times, and I have been following the Holochain and Holo organization for a long period of time, so I kind of know what's going on. I guess they officially said that Matt Schutte is back. I mean, if you've been following along with my videos, you also know that has already happened. So I'm honestly, the AMA was a great AMA for some people. I'm glad they didn't, get mad about. I'm pretty sure somebody asked about wind, moon, and stuff like that. I'm glad they didn't dip into those types of people. You also know that when they talked about why hot is not available in the United States, I've stated this before, and I said it in my videos. I told you guys it's not going to come here in the United States anytime soon. I'm just saying it. It's just not. Hollow fuel, mostly hollow fuel, is not going to be here anytime soon. Hot, maybe there's a small chance. Arthur Brock used the example of, tokens that don't have any equality. Look, there are meme coins listed in the United States of America, so I don't really understand. The argument. I do understand that they're trying to do things a certain way, but to be honest with you, to allow people to get into the ecosystem and be able to participate and be able to do things, I don't want to have to suffer just because my country is an idiot. I'm sorry. I just don't want to have to do that. And unfortunately, if you're here in the United States, we have to suffer because our country, a lot of people in our countries are idiots, and it just is what it is. And Arthur Brock is right with the SEC. It's one of those things to where they're trying to maintain and gain control. I think they're delaying the inevitable as far as regulation is concerned. There will be regulation eventually. They cannot hold it off forever. I think that everything is lining up along with the bull run, Bitcoin's bull run, that happens every 4 years. It's going to happen, people. It just is what it is. So as far as hot is concerned, I do see hot when, again, I've stated this before, what U.S. regulators are going to do. And I don't really understand, because they're not doing this with any of the meme coins, so I don't understand why it can't, but that's besides the point. But what Arthur Brock is saying is true. You can get possible scrutiny from the SEC, because basically in the US they're going to say, okay, well, what is this token? Okay, what does it do? What is its primary function? And I've already talked about this in a deep conversation on hot and hollow fuel, about why hollow fuel won't be in the United States for a very long time. And hot, it's not here. I don't think it's going to be here for a while either. But again, like they said, once hollow fuel is live, then there's going to be a sort of there's going to be a bridge there, right? That this is the purpose of hot, and you can tell the U.S. regulators, okay, this is the purpose. Again, like I stated before, and I'm saying this like a broke record, but it's very true. Like What do you mean? What purpose? Because like 90% of these coins and tokens don't really have a purpose, and so it's not really going to hurt anything. Even if people like, nobody's going to get upset with the hot organization, or with the Holochain and hot and Holo, if it was in the United States and then all of a sudden the SEC, no, you can't do that, or it attacks in a certain exchange that has hot, and you have to jump ship. I mean, it is what it is, but unfortunately, I mean, we're going to see XRP relisted. We are going to see that relisted. So we're going to see a lot of stuff that's happening within the SEC and within overall, just a lot of things happening and coming to a head. And honestly, I think they're just trying to delay the inevitable, wait until the Bitcoin bull run, and then all of a sudden there's going to be an ass load of coins and tokens available all over the place. I just got that feeling. That's just my own personal viewpoint. As far as Holofuel is concerned, again, someone asked in a live chat, and I'm trying to tell you guys, you know, some people are talking about, oh well, what if I get my hot and now I switch, I want to swap back immediately into Holofuel. I want to switch back all the way back into hot and stuff like that. Again, like I stated before, there's going to be a period of time you're not going to be able to do that. I don't know how I can make this any clearer. Holofuel is not going to be on exchanges, at least not major exchanges, anytime soon. And that's just my own personal opinion. We still don't even have Holo Beta, so we got to wait for Holo Beta. Then we have to wait for the whole swap thing to happen, and then we have to have companies or organizations to be able to get into the infrastructure. All of that takes time, people. So I understand. I like the conversation, or I should say the answer Arthur Brock gave. Again, he's been stating this, he's been touting this, he's been, I mean, for all you Holochain super fans out there, look, I appreciate a lot of people who they are dedicated to Holochain. They are dedicated to HOT, they're dedicated to Holofuel, or whatever, anything dealing with Holochain, they are dedicated. They got nothing but positive things to say. But at the same time, you have to keep a level head. You have to understand what the regulatory world is like and what the crypto space is like. And sometimes you just got to come to grips on what really is. And as far as Holofuel is concerned, like Arthur Brock was saying, like, I'm pretty sure he knows that there are people who are going to be using Holofuel. But let me tell you something, people still got to buy eggs. People still got to, well, not me, obviously I got chickens, but people still going to have to, buy milk and groceries and different things like that. You know, all of this stuff, people talking about a dream, Holofuel dream, and it's going to be used for everything and stuff like that. That stuff takes time. And honestly, if that was to happen, I imagine if it's going to happen anytime soon, it's going to be because our Armageddon has come, and we're going to have different issues. Again, that segues over into what I was stating, what Arthur Brock was talking about Hammer being a tool. Again, this is where you're going to have to trust the people. This is what I mean by why I'm so concerned about knowing who these people are, especially with Hot and Holochain. Holo and Holochain, and understanding who are the community leaders, who are the people involved. I do know that they have like a chart who has leadership positions, different things like that. But I want to know all of these things, because let me tell you something. You put this stuff in the wrong people's hands, and it's gonna get ugly, and it's gonna get ugly real fast. So again, I think that's what some of the concerns of Totsum, when he was stating about what's his face being talking about the WEF and things like that. I'm not going to go too far in that. I don't want to get too I want to dive too far in that. Arthur Brock already responded to that on Twitter. But anyway, it's very important for us to understand, or all of us to understand, exactly what's happening in the world. So my response to the AMA, is a great AMA. It was definitely a great AMA if you have not been paying attention to any of my videos. So if you've been paying attention to my videos and you've been asking questions and following along, someone already asked me a question yesterday, and I answered it, and it was the same thing of what they said in the AMA. So please note that it's very important. it's very important to do your own research. I always tell people to do their own research, and I understand that we're working in time constraints. Life is hard. There's a lot of things going on. People don't have 2-3 hours to listen to past AMAs and current AMAs and all this stuff. They got kids running around. They got a job to go to. I mean, they got angry wives. Maybe want to hit them in the pot, hit them with a pot in the head. But my point is that there's a lot of things. There's life going on, and I get that. But at the same time, it's very, very important for everyone to make sure that you do your own research and figure out things. Excuse me, let me slow down. Figure out questions and do your own research so that you can better understand what you're involved with. And I think that helps tremendously. So that's really all I got. Again, there's not really anything new. I don't really want to repeat all of the stuff that I disagree with. I think all of us already know what's happening with that. I do think that I will say this. I do think that Matt Schuette, if giving in a loose rein, will do some things, some positive things within the ecospace, especially from a business perspective. Honestly, if there was someone, and then this is just me being honest, maybe I don't, like I stated before, I don't want to work with Holochain or anything like that, or the organization. But if there's anybody that I would want to collaborate with or do things with from a business standpoint, it would be Matt Schuette. So I do think they got the right person in there to handle that task. Hopefully he's allowed to have some loose reins. I believe that I would not, if this is just me, again, it's not my company, it's not my organization, but if it was me, I would give Matt Schuette free reign and say, do and say whatever you want. Just get everything out there, however you want to do it, obviously in an ethical way, and trust him. And I think that's because he has he understands the whole organization and Holochain, and he has the aptitude to be able to communicate properly with a number of different personalities and people. And I think that's something that is underrated for a lot of that's underrated within the business realm. So anyway, I'm gonna end it right there. So believe it or not, this is one of my shorter videos, but if you could, just make sure that you do your own research, like I always say. And last but not least, above all else, please, please, please stay safe out there. Okay, you guys? Bye.